Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It's been so long. I know you missed us. We back with another episode of Shootaround Sessions Podcast with me, your host, Tawasi C, and my man,
Randy B. You know how it is.
Man, it's been a while since we heard that. And something else I think people miss in general is just basketball, and basketball is back.
Basketball is back, baby.
But we don't have it in the full capacity, but we getting its and bits and pieces of it, and we back in the floor things. So like we getting them shots up. Basketball is back. So you know we got to talk about first up the most important team in the NBA right now. That's why they put us all the way in Abu Dhabi, because we get that shmoney. But we are the most important team in basketball right now, the New York Knicks. How are you feeling about the Knicks after these 2 preseason games that we just saw?
We look good. We look good. We don't look that different, but you can see Mike Brown sprinkling in his little, extra ball movement. He want more threes. Guys are not sticking around waiting for Brunson and Cat to do something. Guys are moving the ball better. It's looking promising. You know what I mean? I'm not calling it yet, but championship is,
It's right there. It's right inevitable. There. It's right there. I feel the same way. Like, I saw a good amount of the first game and then the second game, but you really see him putting it in. Like, I feel like these guys look like how the New York Giants is supposed to look, just throwing that thing down the field, throwing it down court, bang, you getting some real easy buckets. And something that I saw that I liked from the second preseason game was the fact they put Cat in that corner and it's throwing off defenses. It's like, it's not the same. He getting the ball at the top like Tibbs, do his regular, try to drive the lane. They got him in different spots, and you're going to start seeing them mixing that up. So once it starts coming to fruition, I really do think we have a team on our hands.
Yeah, that causes such matchup problems for other teams, and they're big, because don't forget, he's a center. Centers are not used to either one guarding outside and then guarding on the corner. That opens up the floor for everyone.
Nah, I'm saying, and something that I want to talk to you about, actually opinion on, how you feeling about the bench? Because the bench looking looking dicey. I want to know what's your thoughts on the bench so far.
The bench is looking shaky. I don't know. Listen, it's preseason. Everybody getting their legs back under them. Everyone is trying to figure out their roles and what they're trying to do. Case in point, like Yabusele. Yabusele, not to say that he's looking lost, he just needs to find out what his role is going to be. And I think once he figures that stuff out, he'll be straightened up. But yeah, Yabusele needs to step it up. You got other guys, Tyler Kolek, who we pushed for, we was pushing for last season. He's looking a little dicey and shaky, throwing up shots that he doesn't need to be throwing up. He needs to be more of a playmaker out there, getting the ball out to people. Jordan Clarkson is chucking. But you know what?
He got to do what he do.
That's what we brought him in for. He's a microwave. On the nights where he gets hot, he's going to be a problem. And then there's going to be nights where he's going to be cold, but you can't tell him anything because he's going to chuck it up.
Nah, I do agree. I'm going to start with Yabusele, like you said, because you made a good point with Yabusele, where you said, this guy, I know he's going to get it together. Everything is just preseason, so we're not going to overreact yet. We're not going to go crazy yet, but they just trying to find their way in that offense and really figure out what they're doing. He had a lot of, not set plays for him, but you see him with that give and go kind of action, look to set the pick in that type of way, incorporated into offense. And I think they just got to cut him loose. It's preseason. We're going to see when the season starts. Another thing with Clarkson going to let that thing go, man. He going to let that thing go. And I know those shots are going to hit because he's I ain't going to say he's an efficient player, but he could get the ball in the basket and he going to put pressure on the defense. And I really see the guard consensus where everybody's coming in like, we here to help Jalen Brunson so they understand the assignment. We're going to take pressure off of Jalen Brunson. And I saw one play in the second game where you see JB get it. They threw it down the court and JB got it from the corner. I swear every time we saw JB get the ball last year, it was either off the inbound or they give it to him on the top. Let him cook. But now we really seeing him get the ball in different spots, play off the ball. Like, it's new, but I really like what I'm seeing, and I know some great things are going to come from it.
Yeah, and like when Mike Brown really like locks in his rotations, and then you got the mixture of the starters and the bench on the floor. Jordan Clarkson, just like you said, he's going to ease the pressure off of Jalen Brunson because, like you, even though he's not efficient, he's still a threat on the floor. That opens opportunities, opens the floor for everyone else, including JB.
Mm-hmm. What say you about our superstar for the last 2 games, Mitchell Robinson? How you feeling about Big Mitch and how he's performing?
Big Mitch is a factor on the court. Mm-hmm. He is a factor, not just defensively, but also offensively as well. But when he's on the court, you can see the difference. The only thing is, I need him to stop having cinder blocks for hands. And just be ready when they pass you the ball.
Yeah.
Or just be ready when you go for the bound that you can maintain and hold the ball.
Yeah.
But aside from that, he's looking great. Again, he puts the pressure on the other team's offense. And again, he's our anchor. He's our anchor on the floor. So he's looking exceptional. He's looking pretty good.
Nah, like you said, I ain't gonna hold you. It's like they throwing this guy some lobs, and I'm loving the lobs that they throwing his way. That's number 1. Number 2, he's the best defensive player we got on the floor. The man can guard legit from the point guard all the way to the center. And I saw a couple plays in this game where they tried to put him on an island at the top, and it's like, nah. you see him point guard. And this is preseason, and I know it's just the Philadelphia 76ers. I feel like we was playing a JV squad. Like, the best player legit on the floor is Tyrese Maxey. Everybody else is just look like they trying to get minutes when the stars come back. And they have their problems in itself. But realistically speaking, when Loch Ness gets out there, he puts the hands like that, he clamps you up, it's a problem, man. And I'm loving what I'm seeing, so I'm just so excited what's going on with the Knicks. Let's talk about Deuce, because Deuce was like Deuce in it. He was number 2. He was the second best player in the first game. And second game, he wasn't really out there like that. But what you saying about Deuce? How you think Deuce looking?
That first game, Deuce was deucing it up. Deuce is going to come in there. He's going to be a 5-starter on offense. He is going to defend the perimeter. He's going to be a pest. He's going to get to his spots. The boy is good. The boy is really good. Came back with a little bit of longer hair. He got a little bit of hang to the hair now. Got some hang time. But my boy Deuce came out and did his thing in that first game on Thursday. He's doing just keep on getting better. Just keep on getting better. Keep working on your shot. Keep being a pest. Keep working on your play. Just keep getting better. That's what he's doing.
Nah, that's a fact. Deuce out there looking aggressive. He looking real aggressive. And I like the aggression that's coming out of Deuce. When he gets in there, a lot of times I saw him defer last year, like he was trying to set up for people and he really didn't let it go. But in this Mike Brown offense that's looking to let guys do what they do best, he's letting that thing go, and you saw what he did in the first game. So it's like, hey, if we could get that from Deuce consistently on a night-to-night basis, I think we've got so many weapons that, dare I say, could really just take the East by storm, because nobody ain't stopping us. Straight up.
Straight up. And it's crazy that Vegas got the Cavaliers higher than the Knicks when it comes to coming out the East, but I don't know. I don't think they have enough.
Nah.
Our man OG came out today. He was out. He was our first game. OG came out strong, 13 points in 17 minutes. He's again just evolving, getting to your spots. We got some good defenders. We got people that can hold down. I do need them to be more of a defensive tandem where they are a menace on the perimeter and a menace on the floor. But like I said, OG is looking real good. He's looking real good.
And I think we saw some signs of that in this second game, because I saw when Bridges caught the block on bro and sent it into the second row.
Yeah.
And I'm like, they're going to get it with the rotations. I think that's the part where they're rusty. And they're going to have these assignments and they're going to lock in. But this year, dare I say, even though Mike Brown is more of an offensive coach, I see the defense doing what they got to do. These guys, pests like Josh Hart, Bridges, OG, those guys could definitely change some things. And I see guys getting out there running. We're going to see more lobs. It's going to be a more exciting offense, and I'm loving it, what I'm seeing. OG, keep doing what you do, brother. Keep doing what you do, man. Like, I'm loving what's going on, and I can't be more happy. But let me ask you a question now. We know we got a few more. We got like one spot left on the team. We got 3 players. We got Shamet. I know we got Brogdon. And I forgot who was the last player who's not on the contract. But we got 3 of them that's not on a guarantee yet. How you feel? Who's going to secure the bench, or what you think we should do moving forward with the team with the bench?
If somebody's going to secure that last spot, it might just be Shamet, just because he fits the team. He played with them last year. He wasn't a disappointment. He played. I mean, it's not like we had high expectations for Shamet. He came in, knocked some shots down, was in the right spots defensively. Brogdon is a good pick, but you can see the injuries. You can see the breakdown of the body. And you can see that it's not. I don't want to say he's moving slow, but you can see the wear and tear on Malcolm Brogdon. So I think Shamet will get that last spot.
Yeah, Shamet is like a firecracker, and he's in there ready. I heard rumors that they were saying they might try to move Kolik or Dadier, and then they're saying that they need Dadier. A guy who I think that we need on this squad, who needs some more playing time, is the Matthews kid. I can't remember his name. Number 14.
Garrison Matthews.
Yeah, Garrison Matthews. This kid, he looks like he could shoot the lights out.
Yeah.
But at times I feel like it's just a shooting competition between him and Shamet, because Shamet can let that thing go too. But I don't know who I want. I mean, I'm always team Shamet. That's my guy. He's one of the Ox. So we need him on the squad to represent for the hood. I know what I'm talking about. So let's get Shamet on board with this team, man. What do you think happens with guys like Kolik and Dadier? Because Dadier, we saw in the first game, he ain't really perform how he was supposed to perform when he got the starting chance. And in the second game, he still look a little shaky, like Tibbs ain't give him no minutes, so he ain't playing like a year. So,
you hit it right on the button. You hit it right on the button. This is what happens when your coach doesn't play your young players and get them reps. He looked lost out there in the first game. He looked completely lost. A bunch of turnovers, didn't know what to do with the ball. I like the kid. He looks like he has a lot of promise. He has the size. If he works on his game, he could be great, but it's unfortunate. Right now, we're not in a test and let's see mode. We out here to get a championship mode. So
nah, that's a fact. That's a fact. But let's shift gears, because we know the Knicks is solid. Let's talk about who we really think is going to challenge the Knicks in the East this year. We mentioned the Cavs. I know a lot of things are shifting. Milwaukee looks like they have some things figured out. Their team to watch. Who you think is really going to be a competitor to the New York Knicks this season?
Yeah, the Cavs. You got the Bucks. You got Detroit. You got Detroit, who is 1 year older. Mm-hmm. All right, one year more experience. You got the Magic, again, a pesty team that they're one of those who I used to call the Heat back in the day, who they were just pests. They can spoil a bracket. All right. So you got some young cats. You got some young crews out there that can surprise. But when it comes to just pound for pound, who will be in the Eastern Conference Finals with the Knicks, it has to be the Cavaliers. Mm-hmm. As it's currently constructed now.
Yeah, I haven't seen them play yet. I haven't seen them do anything yet. But I think we're a deeper team than the Cavs. Okay. I think once Tibbs gets this thing, not Tibbs, my bad. Forgive me. Once Coach Brown gets this thing rocking and rolling and he's going to go 9-10 deep, I think we could outrun every single team we play. I see us running that pace. I see guys coming down, taking quicker shots with the offense. And I do see that being a problem for a lot of teams. Like, they're not going to be able to hang with us. But I do think the Cavaliers probably is our biggest threat in the East. But it's not really a threat. But let's go out west. We got some news out west with Kawhi Leonard and his no-show job situation. Like, how you feel about the whole thing that's going down with Kawhi and the Clippers, and do you even think it has any legs?
Oh no! There's legs. There's legs. Wherever there's smoke, there's fire. Will it go anywhere? Who knows? Personally speaking, I thought it was a genius move by the Clippers. However, it's the most dumbest, riskiest thing you can do.
Mm-hmm.
It's the most dumbest thing you can do because again, you're playing games within the game, and at some point you will get caught, and the penalty for getting caught will be far worse than what you thought you accomplished.
Nah, that's a fact.
Everyone is trying to break this. Everyone is trying to break this salary cap first, second curtain, whatever it is. And like I said, genius move, but y'all got caught. And it's horrible. It's horrible.
I mean, I don't know. Like, I think about it, and it's like it makes me think, like, are the Clippers the only ones doing this? Because a lot of teams, you look at Philly, 90% of Philly's salary cap goes to Embiid, Paul George, and Tyrese Maxey. And that's why they look like a JV squad. So I'm even thinking if it's even worth it to do something like that with a guy like Kawhi.
No, it's not.
Barely
it's
plays
not worth
for you.
It at all.
Yeah, he does.
Barely plays. Yeah. I got scared, and I told you this before. I got scared because we just had 2 players on the Knicks who took lower salaries to stay on the team. And I'm like, hold on, wait up. Let me find out JB and Bridges is running the Gotham app and they getting a piece of that.
They getting a piece of something. They got stocks. Some next fake companies. And it always makes me crazy because it's like, these are great business moves and they're smart. But at the same time now, you risking a lot just to get busted. And it's like, there's a whole nother way to get around it. But shout out to those Pablo Torre and all those guys doing that work and digging that up. I don't think they're going to get the death penalty. I don't think they're going to get really... It's not going to affect them this year. Maybe next year or when the contract is coming down, they might throw something at them. But it's going to be a while before we see something really take place with this thing.
Oh, no, of course. The investigation is going to take a long time. It's going to take a long time to really get down to it. Yeah.
And if they take down Kawhi, they got to take down those refs. Scott Foster. They got to take him down. One more thing out west I wanted to talk to you about was Zion Williamson. Zion has come back looking better than ever. The guy has dropped so much weight. Over, under, do you think Zion plays more than 20 games this season?
He don't got those weight in those knees anymore. He ain't got the weight in them ankles no more. I don't know because we haven't seen it.
Yeah.
Does he know how to move at that size? Is he still dominant at that size?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Yes, he will be faster. Yes, he can get up and down the court, but will he still be the same? And then even at that size, when he got to the NBA, it wasn't good enough because the body kept breaking down. So I have no clue what to expect, which is exciting. Which is exciting because we can get an ankle breaker type Zion Williamson on the court. How small he is. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he looking like high school Zion or something. Like the man, he probably took some Ozempic, and shout out to the Ozempic that worked for him. But I don't know what is to be seen out of Zion. I don't trust Zion to play a lot of games. I'm not wishing the injury bug on him, but you know, when they rigged the NBA that the Knicks could have had him and they really saved us in the long run, I'm cool with it. I'm cool with it. But how we looking out west? We got the Lakers, I think. Do you think this is Bron's last season?
That could be an easy yes. Like, how much more further can he go? But the man is a freak of nature. And he is one of the very few people that fully controls his destiny. Because there's no one that can force him out. Let's just say the Lakers make it all the way to the Western Conference Finals to get knocked out. I'm not saying that they would, but let's just say that will then motivate him to do one more season.
Yeah.
And then one more season, and then one more season. The best way for me to put it, if the Lakers are 8th seed, knocked out first round, or don't even make it to the playoffs, this is it. This is it. Because he does, and again, he's in a position where he doesn't have to prove anymore.
Okay.
All right? For a generation of people, he is considered the GOAT.
The GOAT.
All right, the GOAT for a generation of people. So there's nothing else for him to prove. Not our generation, but for a generation.
I mean, I ask you this because how much of a contender do you think the Lakers could really be out in the West? Because we know the West is fully stacked. We know we got I'm not sleeping on the Grizzlies. I'm not sleeping on the Thunder, of course, the champions. I'm not sleeping on Denver because Denver is my pick every single year to come out the West, and this year is going to be no different. I think Denver's going to get their stuff together. But where do you see the Lakers as a whole? They got some new pieces in DeAndre Ayton. They brought back Austin Reeves. They got more help on that team, it seems, to help Bron out. Where you think they go and where you think they're going to end up?
On paper, they sound crazy. On paper, they sound crazy. But like you said, the West is just a stack. You also got Houston out there with Kevin Durant. Houston is also so, because again, even though LeBron is LeBron, LeBron will be 40, 41 going into the season. That has to account for something. DeAndre Ayton has to prove himself. This man came in as the last, I don't say the last great center because you got Jokic, but the last person to play that center as an actual center.
Traditional
you know
center.
What I mean? Traditional center, you know what I mean?
Center.
And then Luka is being positioned to be the next face of the league. So on paper, they sound amazing.
Dangerous.
Dangerous, but the talent pool in the NBA is so big and vast. A team like that on paper falls down to 5, 6, 7 seed. So it's crazy.
So where you see Dallas, because we can't forget Dallas. I've seen some video of Kyrie taking shots. He getting his shots up. He looks like he's gonna play this season. What say you? How you feel about that team? And you think they're dangerous? And you think Cooper Flag, a young rookie Cooper Flag, is gonna make a difference?
I honestly do believe so. Dallas is another team. Dallas is another team that looks dangerous on paper. As long as everyone is healthy. That's the important thing. If everyone is healthy on that team, that's another team that can take it very far. I can see Dallas in the top 4, easy.
Top 4. Whoa, that's pretty high.
They have the pieces and the effective pieces at that can go far if they stay healthy.
You think Anthony Glass, no disrespect to him, Anthony Davis, you think Anthony Davis really comes back and make a difference this year? Like, he's always been hurt. That's always been his Achilles heel. You think he comes back and he really makes a difference this year?
He has to be healthy. If he's healthy, he can make a huge difference. But Mr. Glass himself, I don't know. Sorry about that.
I don't know. Him and Zion, they running a competition. Him, Zion, and Embiid. Embiid. You stay where you at.
Embiid is a lost cause. I'm sorry. Embiid is. And don't be surprised if LeBron is playing longer than Embiid. Don't be surprised.
I know he already logged the games, and I think the way Embiid is on track, he ain't touching Bron at all. He can't even see him.
Yeah. So.
But we got to close this out because we got to talk about one of my sort of favorite basketball players. Everybody knows, if you follow me on social media, you've seen the beef I've had with this guy. And we want to talk about Julius B.A. Randle. Julius Randle. I saw a report the other day that said when he was in New York, he was going through a depression. And he went to smoking marijuana and this and that. It was a dark time in his life. How do you feel about these comments that we're hearing from Julius Randle?
On the positive side, first things first, if this is a habit that you kick in and this is something that you felt like was holding you down, congratulations, Julius Randle. I'm glad you kicked the habit. The fact that me as a Knicks fan had to deal with that habit, and then when you see the highlights after this was announced, and you're wondering how often was he under the influence while he was playing ball, and then you shake your head, it's like, why? Why? Good luck to you. Again, more of a thing where we don't miss you over here. Thank you for coming over. We've gotten better. And like I said, it sucks. It sucks because it happened on our dime.
A lot of people know that I am probably the biggest. Now, I don't even want to call myself a hater, but me and Julius Randle, like when he was on the Knicks, it was beef, right? When he came in, I felt Julius Randle was a promising player, but again, a lot of people want to come to New York, and he took that thing on his back. I like the tenacity he had to say, I'm going to be the leader of this team. I'm going to be the number one guy, all that stuff. But basketball is a team game, and he wasn't a team player. He tried to play above. He's at best probably a third option on a team. He could probably, I don't even think he's a second option. I give him a good third option. He's like a Chris Bosh type, and I won't even say he a Chris Bosh because Chris Bosh was a number one option.
He was on his, yes.
When he was on Toronto, he was a number one option.
Yes.
Number one option. Kevin Love, all those type of guys. Number one options on really bad teams, and I give him their props. Julius Randle at best, like I've always said, is a third option. He came into New York, and I watched the playoff series with them and the Lakers from last season. And you see him still doing the same Julius Randle bonehead things that he did on the Knicks, but now he has a guy like Ant to cover him up. He has Rudy Gobert to cover up his mistakes on defense at the rim. So there's a lot of ways to hide the bum nature that he has. And if he could come in, he could give you 5 threes in a game if that need be. He can't do it every night, and it shouldn't be something that he's doing every night. But again, my biggest problem with what came out with Julius Randle was the lack of accountability. He wasn't saying he was depressed when he was cursing at the fans, the Knicks fans, the same fans who putting you and helping you out. You dissed the fans, and where's the accountability for that? Where's the accountability for the mistakes you made on the court, the bonehead mistakes? And you just couldn't take the pressure. That's it. Now we have real stars in New York who can handle the pressure and accept the pressure, and they play hard. And when they not doing what they got to do, what does Jalen Brunson say? We got to play harder. He puts his head down. And he says, we got to go harder. That's the culture in New York. We don't like these losers who say, the fans and I smoke some weed and nah, we ain't trying to hear that, man. And like you say, I'm glad he's gone. Good riddance. I'm happy I don't have to see him 82 games a year. I'm happy.
How many times after a bad play did we see him walk down the court with his head down, not getting back on defense? Mm-hmm. It's like things was just it was tough. It was stressful with watching him play.
Yeah, definitely.
Like I said, good riddance. I'm glad you kicked your habit. I'm glad you're in a better mind space, but stay out of my town.
That's it.
Stay out of my town.
We see you in the garden. We're gonna drop 50 on you. But I think that's going to bring our show to a close. We missed you guys. We're back, and now that basketball is swinging, you're going to see a lot more of us on a week-to-week basis. And for now, just keep getting your shots up. It's me, Tawasi C, with my man,
Randy B.
And you know where to catch us, Shootaround Sessions Podcast. Follow us on Instagram. Follow us on Threads. Follow us on TikTok. Just stay up with us and make sure you like and subscribe and join us for this Knicks wave and this basketball wave. This season's going to be crazy.
We're ready.
We're ready. Catch y'all at the next one. Peace out.